Tammy Lynn Leppert was born in Rockledge, Florida, on February 5, 1965. She began participating in beauty contests when she was 4 years old, competing in nearly 300 beauty pageants and taking home about 280 crowns. Leppert was employed primarily as a model throughout her adolescent and teenage years, appearing on the cover of CoverGirl magazine in October 1978, just before her disappearance. Leppert appeared in the film Scarface 1983 as the girl who distracts the lookout car during the bloody chainsaw scene. Before that, among other minor roles, she played a party girl in Little Darlings, 1980 and a participant in a boxing match in Spring Break 1983. Reportedly, Leppert's legs, hips and torso were used in the main poster for the latter movie. It is also claimed she had plans to go to Hollywood in 1983. Leppert had a lead role playing herself in a film called CoverGirl Behind the Scenes. After the Spring Break shoot was finished, Leppert went unaccompanied to a party one weekend. According to her close friend, Wing Flanagan, she came home from the party a different person. After performing her role in Scarface, Leppert suddenly returned home after the 4th day of filming. Her mother assumed that Leppert had been afraid of being unalived by someone, and that she had become overtaken by this delusion. Her mother felt obliged to have her examined by a doctor, but after 72 hours in a medical center, Leppert was released and there seemed to be no signs of substance or alcohol use according to Dr. Street. Aitmans. Leppert was last seen in Cocoa Beach, Florida, on July 6, 1983. She was reported to have worn a blue denim shirt decorated with flowers, along with a matching skirt, a gray purse and sandals. Some agencies have stated that Leppert left without shoes or money. A male friend told authorities that he had an argument with her while driving her from her home in Rockledge and had later left her in a parking lot. Although he is the last person believed to have seen her, he is not considered a suspect. However, Leppert's mother has claimed that her daughter was afraid of him. After Leppert's disappearance, Cocoa Beach detective Harold Lewis received a telephone calls from a woman claiming that she was still alive. In the first call, the woman said that Leppert would make contact when the time was right. During the second call, she said that Leppert was doing what she always wanted, going to school to become a nurse. At the time of her disappearance, Leppert was between 5 feet 4 and 5 feet 5 and weighed between 105 and 115 pounds. She had curly blonde hair and hazel eyes. It is also speculated that she may have been 3 months pregnant. Christopher Wilder, an Australian-born serial and a liver linked to the unalivings of 12 women across the continental United States, was active in Florida at the time of Leppert's disappearance. His modus operandi was to lure women with the promise of photographing them for magazines. Leppert's family sued Wilder but eventually halted the process, as some had doubts as to whether he was involved. Wilder was unalived in a shootout with police in 1984. Authorities have not linked Wilder to Leppert's disappearance. Another person of interest was John Crutchley, a convicted kidnapper and inappropriate offender who was suspected of unaliving as many as 30 women. Crutchley committed unaliving in prison in 2002. Leppert's mother theorized that her daughter could have been unalived due to her knowledge of local substance trafficking. She said Leppert exhibited signs of paranoia, as she was cautious when consuming food and would not drink from open containers. She had also allegedly filed a report to police. Several age progressions have been created to show what Leppert may have looked like if she were still alive, by forensic artist Danny Soliti, Diana Trepkov and those from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Profiles detailing the case have been created by the DOE Network, National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, and the NCMEC in hopes of generating leads from tips. Leppert's DNA profile has since been processed, but her dental records and fingerprints have not been accessed by local police. It is believed that her dental information had been acquired at some point, but that poor record keeping resulted in the data being lost. According to NamUs, many Jane Does have been rolled out as being the remains of Tammy Leppert. She has never been found and remains a missing person.